Welcome to the Trades House of Glasgow Modern Apprentice of the Year Award. Tonight's ceremony celebrates the achievements of our 6 finalists and will recognise the most outstanding modern apprentice in Glasgow. This ceremony takes the Trades House back to its roots. For more than 400 years, the Trades House has been a major force in the making of the city of Glasgow. The Council of the 14 Craft Guilds, the Trades House and its constituent crafts historically regulated trade in the city and established and maintained the apprenticeship system to ensure high-quality workmanship and service. The skill and talent of apprentices can be seen in the fabric of Glasgow's wonderful architectural heritage, in buildings such as the Cathedral, and indeed the Trades House itself. Glasgow's growth as a major shipbuilding and engineering centre, and today the city's reputation for a highly skilled and qualified workforce, are all testimony to the effectiveness of apprenticeships and apprentices. These days, the Trades House of Glasgow and its 14 incorporated crafts concentrate entirely on raising money for educational and other charitable uses. Every year they raise £500,000 for charity, and through initiatives such as Schoolcraft and CraftX, the Trades House also focuses on maintaining the traditional skills that have served Glasgow so well. The Trades House of Glasgow Modern Apprentice of the Year Award completes that cycle by highlighting the talents and skills of the people undertaking a modern apprenticeship and, in turn, continues to develop the proud traditions of the past. So just outline, Stephen, your name, job title and who you work for.
I'm Stephen Degman. I work for BAE Systems. I'm trained to become a detail design engineer.
And which modern apprenticeship are you working towards, and how long have you been working towards it?
It's an engineering technician apprenticeship, and I've been training for 3.5 years. I'm in my final year.
So what does your job involve?
As a detail designer, I'm responsible for routing and modelling various pipeworks on the Type 26 project I'm currently working on. So this involves routing the pipe into the 3D model, ensuring that I embody design rules and engineering standards and policy.
And this is on the Type 26 vessel and also on the aircraft carrier?
Yeah, previously worked on the aircraft carrier project for 2 years, and in June last year I moved on to the Type 26 Global Combat Ship project.
What do you enjoy about doing that sort of work? I mean, pipe work on a vessel, they all have it, but what's so fascinating for you?
Well, the huge amount of systems needed for a complex warship. So there's huge integration issues to integrate all the systems with. It's not just pipe systems, obviously. There's HVAC systems, heating, ventilation and air conditioning, and electrical systems. So having all these systems fighting for space on quite a small warship, there's huge engineering issues that arise, and you need to problem solve every day and speak to different engineers to come up with innovative solutions. That's what I enjoy about my job.
And what attracted you to that kind of problem-solving work?
Well, I've always wanted to learn how things work, even from an early age. So in school I was more attracted to the sciences and maths, and it just seemed a natural progression, and I felt an apprenticeship was the best method, incorporating the experience on an engineering project with gaining academic qualifications at the same time.
So that's the attraction of an apprenticeship rather than perhaps going to a university and then getting your degree and then coming into work.
Yeah, my future aspirations are to go to university, maybe even next year if the company see it fit, and then eventually I hope to gain chartership with an engineering body.
And personally though, I mean that's the work side of things, but personally what have you got out of this kind of working environment and the apprenticeship that you've signed up for?
I feel that my confidence is grown significantly. Every day I need to deal with issues and speak to different engineers and introduce myself, hold meetings. So personally I've gained a lot of communication skills and confidence that I never had before entering the.
And these were personal things you had to overcome. What are some of the personal issues you've had to overcome to get where you are today?
Yeah, well, at school I wasn't the most outgoing. I was quite reserved, but it's definitely the training. It's well-rounded, so I became a more well-rounded individual.
To the point that I think you're on the Apprentice Council. Tell us a little bit about that and what that involves.
Yeah, I was selected to be a member of the Apprentice Council, I think my second year. So that is speaking to the other apprentices, seeing what issues they have and raising the issues in the correct forum, speak to the people that can actually make a difference. And we've been involved in charity projects and highlighting issues with the female colleagues regarding changing rooms and just stuff like that that makes a difference to our apprentices.
Important stuff.
Yeah.
And in terms of your plans for the future, you've spoken about going to university, but looking further beyond that, is this an area you want to stay in, or do you have future ambitions elsewhere?
I've got a lot of ambition, but it's within the company. Well, like I said, I would like to go to university, gain a degree, my chartership, and then I'd like to progress up the ranks in detailed design.
What is it about detailed design that attracts you?
It's you're basically incorporating all the different elements of engineering. So it's electrical, piping, structure, and it's gaining all that knowledge and then actually putting it into the 3D model, into all the calculations into actual something physical that you can see ready for production.
What difference do you think being involved in the Modern Apprentice of the Year has made to you?
It's very nice to get some recognition for hard work, and it's just a confidence boost and a bit of motivation to keep progressing.
Thank you very much indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
Good. So just to go through your name, please, your job title and who your employer is.
My name's Andrew Rimner. I'm a fabricator and I currently work for BAE Systems.
Which modern apprenticeship are you working towards and how long have you been doing that?
It was an SVQ, level 2 in the marine steel fabrication.
So what does your job involve?
My job involves a number of things. If you start with a blank canvas, for example, we can get massive panels of metal brought into the shop. It could involve marking off, so marking off maybe for structural steelwork. This could be bulkheads, walls, supporting structures for the ship. Right down to maybe kind of more intricate structures, maybe small seats for high-tech machinery to sit on, etc. My job also involves cooperating and interacting with management and other work colleagues, discussing how to best get the job done, the best way to do the job, and maybe the appropriate timescales involved with the job.
And what do you like about it? What does it challenge in you?
Every day is a challenge. I think the job offers various tasks throughout every working day. One day you could be maybe, for example, fairing up some structures of the ship, basically aligning units, etc. Other days you could be maybe doing a wee bit of rework or a lot of tack welding involved, maybe some shaping some metal, some burning equipment, etc. So every day is a challenge, every day is different.
And what's the best thing about doing it in an apprenticeship as opposed to any other way of work?
Well, I think it's a great combination of education in the college, in the training schools, and on the job training. I think over my 3 years during the apprenticeship, I've worked with a number of great guys, very highly skilled guys out on the shop floor, a lot of other highly skilled guys and intelligent guys in the college and the training school. And I think it's a combination of the two that gives you a real broad horizon, get a real kind of broad understanding as to the job itself.
And what are the sort of difficulties you have had to overcome yourself personally to get where you are today?
Well, I was unemployed previously before gaining the apprenticeship, so I think the whole kind of lifestyle change, getting into a working routine, etc. I think that was probably my biggest achievement to date. As I said, it was drastically different to maybe the routine I had previously, but each working day was a challenge. But over the 3 years, it was an enjoyable one.
And what have you personally got out of doing the apprenticeship? We've heard about the work you do, but in a personal sphere, what has that helped?
Yeah, personal sphere, I've gained immensely throughout the 3 years. Such things as like confidence, confidence in my ability, the way I approach people, etc. Worked on my communication skills, just everything. A lot of personal aspects I think have been developed throughout the 3 years, as well as learning a highly skilled trade.
And what do you think being involved in the Modern Apprenticeship of the Year what difference will it make to you?
Oh, a great amount of difference. I think it'll basically highlight, all the hard work and the determination throughout your apprenticeship. It'll highlight what you've put into it, and I think it'd be a great achievement, not just to be put forward for the award, but if I was to win, it'd be fantastic.
And what about the future? What does that hold for you? What are your ambitions?
I'm actually hoping to get involved in the detail design aspect of fabrication, of production. So I'm hoping that maybe I could take those skills that I've learned over the past 3 years throughout the apprenticeship and the skills that I'm currently learning out on the shop floor. Hopefully I can take that into the detail design environment.
And what have you enjoyed most about your apprenticeship scheme, if you were to sum it up to someone?
If I was to sum it up, every day's been enjoyable, and I know that sounds a bit maybe hard to believe at times, but every day has been enjoyable. I've enjoyed meeting a lot of the personalities out in the shop floor, been fantastic, met a lot of great people, and as I said, every day is different, so for that it's very interesting.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Well done.